Good morning, students. I am Anita Tripathi, lecturer in English, Bose Cuttack. Today we are going to discuss on one of the most essential term, that is communication, its concept, meaning and definition. Without which life is meaningless and perhaps next to death. You must have heard from your mother about the baby's kick in the mother's womb. What is that kick? The baby kicks in the mother's womb to convey or communicate to the mother about its presence and well-being. So, this very concept of communication is very essential and it differentiates the living world from the non-living. It also separates the human world from the animal, plant and birds. So, let's know what is communication. In general, communication is sending and receiving information. So, the human world is very much essential, requires communication, and we are social animal. That's why our society moves on the wheel of communication. So, let's know what is or where from this term communication has been derived. So it has been derived from the Latin word communicare or communico, which means to share. So it is not just talking with our relatives, family members or neighborhood. Communication can be defined as exchange or transfer of ideas, thoughts, plans, information, emotions, feelings from one person or group to another person or group. Okay. So that a desired or meaningful result or response can be achieved. So, desired result can be achieved. So let's quote one definition of communication given by Peter Little. So the process of communication process. So you have to write the same words. Communication is the process by which information is transmitted between individuals or organizations so that an understanding response results. So this is the quote of Peter Little about the communication process. So students, communication is very essential not only in our personal life but also in our professional life. This art or skill of communication decides our career curve. So we should learn how to communicate effectively and efficiently in order to be successful in life, in our professional life. So let's focus on or move on to the features of communication. Features of communication. So I have noted down 5 features or characteristics of communication. The first one is perennial to life. So what is perennial? Perennial means continuous, that happens again and again. We need to interact with our family members, we share our opinions, views, we express our emotions, feelings with our family, friends, relatives, in schools, colleges and in our neighborhood. So it is a never-ending process and is very essential for our life. Then, it starts with our life and ends with our life. So when we breathe our last breath, the process of communication stops. So now let's come to the second point, that is exchange of meaning. Communication is exchange of meaning. The sender sends meaningful messages to the receiver and he expects that the meaning so transferred from him or her should reach the receiver in the same way, or the receiver should receive the same meaning as sent by the sender. So if the message is not received or the receiver doesn't understand the message, then the process of communication becomes unsuccessful. It's a failure. So meaning should be transferred effectively and efficiently from the sender to the receiver. So then third feature is interactive. The process of communication should be interactive. Interactive means it's a two-way process. So in the process of communication, two factors are very, very important or very essential for the communication process, that is sender and receiver. So the message sent by the sender should reach the receiver in the same manner, and he hopes, the sender hopes that the message so sent should be understood by the receiver very clearly, and he or she should, the receiver should give a response or feedback to the sender, so that the sender can know that the process has become successful or not, or what modifications he can make to improve the process of communication. So it's a always, it should be an interactive process or two-way process where the sender and receiver both should be very active or take active participation in the process. So you can take the classroom situation also in interactive or describing or explaining the feature of communication. So in classroom, when the teacher teaches a certain subject or topic, explains it clearly, then asks questions to the students. If the students give the answers correctly, then the feedback is sent back to the teacher, who is the sender, that the students have understood the subject or the topic. So this becomes interactive. Then come to the fourth feature, that is symbolic. So communication, the process of communication is not always written or in spoken form or mode. It also involves some symbols, signs, signals, and it carries our body language to express or pass on, transfer some message. So why symbols and signs are attached or gestures are attached to the message? Why? Because it makes the message powerful and also convenient, easy for the receiver to understand. So we can take the example of traffic signals. We go in the we obey the traffic rules where nobody is saying anything or written anything. We look at the red light and we stop. We look at the green light and we go. And the traffic constable then says us to stop by raising his or her hand, then we stop. When says or gives the signal of going this way, then we go. So communication process is also symbolic. Then we will come to the fifth point or last point, that is result oriented. The process of communication is always result oriented. I had told you in this third point that it should be a two-way process. So whenever we do a job, any work, we expect a result or a desired response, or we work for a definite purpose or aim. So when the sender sends messages to the receiver, he or she expects a desired result from the receiver. Then only the process of communication can be successful. So we can take from our day-to-day life experiences, when we work hard and prepare for the examination, we expect a good result or want to secure good marks in the examination. So this is result oriented. We work throughout our life in order to get a good or secure future. This is result oriented. So students, we have discussed about the features of communication and how it is very essential, not only in our personal life but also in our professional life, or it shapes our professional life. So without which we cannot exist or have a successful life in our society. So let's note down the related questions of this section. communication imply? Give a suitable definition. Explain the different features of communication. I hope you will do these related questions and understand these questions clearly. That's all for today. Thank you.